Sarvatra Vijay is something that is meant for the gallant soldiers and officers of the Rajput Regiment. Today we are going to remember the Rajput Regiment for their services in the 1971 war against Pakistan on the Western Front. The Rajput Regiment had about 15 battalions, among which 7 battalions were deployed on the Western Front. These battalions were the 5 Rajput Regiment, the 9 Rajput Regiment, the 14 Rajput Regiment, the 15 Rajput Regiment, the 17 Rajput Regiment, the 19 Rajput Regiment, and the 20 Rajput Regiment. Starting chronologically, the 5 Rajput Regiment served in the horrific battleground of Chhamb on the Western Front. The 5 Rajput Regiment, alongside the 8th J&K militia, had served in the fighting at Mandiala Bridge, hunting the Pakistanis in the dense fighting. They took Dewa and had stabilized Nathua Tibba, holding against Pakistani counterattacks and defeating them every time. The 5 Rajput Regiment was a part of the 28th Infantry Brigade under the 10th Infantry Division. The 9 Rajput Regiment was tasked with evicting Pakistani rangers out from the border outposts. These border outposts were Salims, Anula, Harnawali, and Zafar Ka Bagh. They also took the border outposts of Nikhwal, Chawni, and Budwar and had destroyed the Pakistani 30th Baluch. They also took the Ratna Chowk from the Pakistanis, and they had earned 1 Veer Chakra and 2 mentioned in dispatches for their services. The 14th Rajput Regiment was deployed in the Khalra sector at Firozpur. Right from the 3rd of December 1971, they were subjected to massive Pakistani artillery shelling. Yet, they stood their ground and attacked the China Biri Chand village on the 8th of December and took it from the Pakistani armed forces. They held their ground even there and repulsed 2 Pakistani counterattacks over and over. The 15th Rajput Regiment was deployed at the Fazilka sector. They were ordered to evict the Pakistanis out from the Bund at Beniwala on Sabuna distributory and were subjected to massive Pakistani artillery shelling. They even faced Pakistani Sherman tanks and had managed to destroy 1 tank, capture 1 Pakistani Sherman tank with the entire crew alive, and had also captured an RCL gun. The 17th Rajput Regiment was a part of the 86th Infantry Brigade and was deployed at the Dera Baba Nanak sector. Here, over the Ravi River, was a railway bridge that was very important for the Pakistanis for the supply of troops and logistics, alongside ammunition and food. Hence, this bridge was needed to be taken at any cost. This place was filled with Pakistani bunkers and networks of trenches that were well dug in for a very strong defense. Yet, the 17th Rajput launched massive attacks and captured the area from the Pakistanis, evicting them out forever. Eventually, they took the areas of Khokhar Khe, Sadhuwan, and Mardana from the enemy and held them despite numerous Pakistani counterattacks. For this battle, they earned 2 Veer Chakras. The 19th Rajput Regiment was a part of the 67th Infantry Brigade and was deployed between the Gang Canal area between Hindumal Fort and Bakainwala. Their main purpose was to form a defensive line and keep the Pakistanis out from the area. And the Pakistanis were so scared to break through their defense that they kept on attacking the other formations of the 67th Brigade. The 20th Rajput Regiment was a part of the 330 Infantry Brigade and was deployed at Rajasthan. They were tasked to capture Khinsar, and they walked 30 kilometers in the desert to capture that town on the 5th of December. Next, they moved up and crossed a total of 70 kilometers inside Pakistan and took Chachro. Here, they inflicted massive casualties on the enemy, killing 40 of them and leaving 16 wounded. They were given the battle honor of Khinsar and the theatre honor Sindh. This is the gallant history of the 7 battalions of the Rajput Regiment on the Western Front. Stay tuned and subscribe to my channel and to learn more about the other units of the Rajput Regiment, on which I will be releasing a video pretty soon. Stay tuned and subscribe.